Nearby, another figure heard the commotion and ran over. What's happening? It was fine just a moment ago, but after drinking some water it went crazy and ran off. This beautiful pink-haired girl is from the Qinglan sect. The fourth disciple of Shen Luan Peak, named Lu Yingying, was so focused on running that she didn't notice a familiar figure behind her planning a prank. And so, what was bound to happen, happened. Lu Yingying suddenly screamed, "Ah," in surprise, and with a painful thud, she fell face first to the ground, not understanding what had just happened. Lu Yingying finally managed to sit up, and when she saw the person in front of her, her eyes widened in shock. It was none other than the lucky young man, Lin Xiao, with a very perverted expression, smiling as he stared at Lu Yingying's body. Hey, junior sister, you've finally fallen into my hands. Hey, senior brother, I made your spirit beast go mad. In this desolate forest, it's just the two of us, As long as you are obedient, I, your senior brother, will definitely cherish you. Before the main character could act, a desperate shout suddenly came from a distance. Let that lady go. Accompanied by the voice was a gust of wind that sent Lin Xiao flying several meters away. The novel's protagonist Ye Chen and his spirit beast coolly stepped out. Don't be afraid because I am here now. Facing the somewhat handsome face of the young man, Lu Yingying was a little surprised, but she didn't care, her gaze turning to look at the two beasts. Seeing this, Ye Chen spoke to reassure her. Don't worry, I will help you tame your spirit pet. Then the young man began to show off, pointing his sword at the main character and shouting in broad daylight. You secretly dare to humiliate a fellow junior sister. You are truly a despicable and shameless bully, utterly without shame. Unexpectedly, the main character heard the scolding and instinctively raised his head, revealing a handsome face with a refined and otherworldly aura. Surrounding him were sparkling stars that seemed to adorn his peerless appearance, making anyone who looked at him feel captivated. Even Shilao from inside the ring had to manifest his spirit in astonishment. Cough, cough, cough. This person's character is so vile. How can he be worthy of this face? That's right, for a true man, traversing the world, appearance is the most important thing. After regaining his composure, Lin Xiao struck a villainous pose, one hand behind his back and the other pointing forward as he yelled, "What kind of small fry are you to dare ruin my good business? I am the head disciple of Shen Luan Peak of the Qinglan sect. State your name at once." The young man Ye Chen then opened his mouth wide and replied, "I don't change my name when sitting, nor my surname when walking. I am Ye Dan." "Oh wait, Ye Chen." Hearing that name, Lin Xiao broke out in a cold sweat of astonishment. "Ye Chen, could it be that you are the crown prince of the Beichuan king of the great Zhou dynasty? Not bad, it is I, the crown prince." Lin Xiao let out a sigh, a smile appearing on his lips. Immediately after, he said loudly, "Ha ha ha, your whole family's assets were confiscated, the criminals executed, the queen is a wanted fugitive, truly a dog in mourning. Are you seeking refuge at my Qinglan sect? If you call me grandpa and kneel to lick my shoes, maybe I'll take pity and reluctantly accept you as an outer disciple to sweep trash, haha." Just waiting for that, Ye Chen's face darkened, and he muttered a phrase exclusive to main characters. 30 years east of the river, 30 years west of the river. What did you say? Speak up. I can't hear anything. Ye Chen glared, drawing his sword into a defensive stance. Do not underestimate a poor young man. Seeing him about to charge at him, Lin Xiao was not only unafraid, but also secretly delighted, as he was about to complete the plot to return to his old world. That's right, charge in this direction, just like the plot in the novel. In the moment he was about to be skewered by the protagonist, he remembered. In my past life, my name was Lin Xiao, an ordinary university student whose only hobby was reading trashy web novels. While I was reading a web novel called Dizun Guzao Long Ao Tian, I suddenly fell into a strange coma. After waking up, I discovered I had transmigrated into Dizun, becoming a villain with the same name as the head disciple Lin Xiao of Shen Luan Peak of the Qinglan sect. Besides that, I also have a salted fish system for villains. The system told me that as long as I follow the novel's plot and complete my role as this villain, I can get my lunchbox die ascend step by step to become an immortal and traverse the myriad worlds. Once I obtain this power, it also means I can return to Earth and reunite with my family. However, I, Lin Xiao, will not die now. According to the plot, I will be seriously injured by the protagonist, Ye Chen. Fourth junior sister Lu Yingying saw the true face of her senior brother and then fell in love with Ye Chen. Because of that, I held a grudge against Ye Chen. After he joined the Qinglan sect, I sought him out to cause trouble only to be face-slapped by him n times. Falling to the end of ruin and disgrace, I finally commit suicide in despair, which is also when I complete the system's mission to ascend to immortality. Lin Xiao closed his eyes and smiled. Come on, let the storm rage even more fiercely. The plan was proceeding smoothly. Just as Ye Chen was about to send the main character off to his doom, surprisingly, Lu Yingying flew out from nowhere. With a smack, she and her long fair legs delivered a kiss to the young man's cheek, sending him flying far away. Ye Chen couldn't contain his joy and spun like a top, his body slamming hard against a nearby tree. Witnessing this scene, the main character with a dazed look couldn't help but exclaim, "What the hell? Senior brother, are you okay?" One surprise after another, Lu Yingying directly rubbed her two full round mounds against Lin Xiao's arm coquettishly. I don't know where this weirdo came from ruining our good time. Where were we just now? I still want to continue, you know. Lin Xiao was now truly panicked, his face covered in sweat as he thought to himself, how did it become like this? How did it become like this? The script wasn't written this way. System, get out here. My junior sister has gone mad. Xiao Ying turned to look at the flying Ye Chen with a death glare. But first, I have to kill that meddling lizard. Cough, cough, it seems my brain is malfunctioning. Could you say that again? That stinky man wanted to touch my senior brother, of course your junior sister, have to kill him. Accompanied by that sweet voice and that cute face, Lu Ying, while drawing her sword, uttered those words so casually as if it were the most normal thing in the world. Lin Xiao beside her seemed to have lost all will, completely shocked. Oh my god, the harem wants to kill the protagonist. The plot is a complete mess. Ah! Thinking Xiao Ying would finish off the young man Ye Chen, he looked towards the tree only to find him gone. The young man's large body was being carried up high by the small beast, struggling to fly away and escape. Shi Lao broke out in a sweat, stroking his beard. I've read the heavenly secrets, yet another variable has appeared. This is bad. This is bad. The main character below was extremely panicked. Emergency call to the system. Emergency call to the system. Explain to me, why is the female lead Lu Ying like this? In response to his haste, the system's notification board appeared. System updating. Please try again later. Damn it, update quickly for me. While he was at a loss, a familiar shadow slowly approached from behind. Lin Xiao also clearly felt it and turned around, sweating. Xiao Ying, with an extremely charming and seductive posture, gestured with her hand. Senior brother, come here to me. Ah. Oh no, it looks like it's about to rain. I remember I haven't brought the clothes in yet. I must take my leave. Then he turned and ran for his life, thinking to himself, anyway, I've said my lines. Besides, the system hasn't notified me if I've deviated from the plot. If I stay any longer, the plot might go in the wrong direction. Better to run first. Watching his retreating back, Lu Ying seemed to have figured something out in her mind. The little cat went mad, senior brother Ye Chen. This thing really did happen today. That memory. It was all true. In some dream, Lin Xiao's body covered in wounds lay in a pool of blood, his dazed eyes looking upwards. In front of him were none other than his 3 junior sisters and the master who had raised him. I never thought I would die at your hands. The moment those eyes closed was also the moment Lin Xiao jolted awake, panting heavily. The dream just now felt so real. How could it be? My death was already arranged by the author. While lost in thought, a voice suddenly called from outside the door, senior brother. Today is the day to report to master. You should wake up early. Senior brother, let me help you wash your face. This young man's name is Huaizhen, a disciple of Shen Luan Peak, also the main character's little lackey and a cannon fodder when needed. Every day was the same. Whenever he heard the rice-powered alarm clock, Lin Xiao would wake up and put on his splendid robes. His whole body exuded a cool and handsome aura, making the younger disciple watching him exclaim, senior brother is so handsome today. Contrary to that excitement, Lin Xiao just sighed. What a waste of this face. How can it just be a background villain? As he stepped outside, what greeted our eyes was a majestic mountain scenery, rich with the essence of a cultivation world. The mountain where master lives is quite far, but it won't be a problem for me. He turned to Huaizhen and said, bringing me here is enough. Take care, senior brother. Lin Xiao took the sword Huaizhen handed him, and without hesitation he jumped down. One would think the young man would fly on his sword, but instead he sat on a cable car. Huaizhen wasn't surprised and stood behind, waving goodbye. The trashy system is on strike, but the plot must go on. I don't know why 4th junior sister's personality changed. I hope the other female leads are still normal. While worrying about what to do next, a piercing sound came from outside. As the head disciple of the sect, you don't even know how to fly on a sword. You're truly a disgrace to our master. Even new disciples know how to fly on a sword. As the senior brother, you have no ambition and waste the sect's resources. You're just a waste of food. That's right. It would be better to use the money to buy bun dao mam tom for the little cat to eat. The girl with the sexy red stockings and the sharp voice was the 2nd disciple of Shen Luan Peak. Guo Yu Rong. The person next to her was the 4th disciple Lu Ying, as mentioned at the beginning of the story. The other one, holding a zither and riding a crane who remained silent, was the 3rd disciple of the Qinglan sect named Chu Yu Wei. Witnessing that the main character wasn't bitter but secretly cried with joy. This is it. This is it. Still the original flavor, still the familiar formula. My 4th junior sister is back. Luckily they are all normal. Then he coughed twice to compose himself, preparing to continue playing the villain. The sect's finances are as usual managed by the head disciple. I spend it wherever I please. If you are willing to come to my room at night to discuss matters by torchlight, maybe I can even give you some G-spot guidance for your cultivation. As soon as he finished speaking, the Queen Guo Yu Rong's sword flew by, causing the main character's cable car to spin 360 degrees as she shouted, you only dare to be so arrogant because master has been in seclusion for many years. When master comes out, she will definitely teach you a lesson. Lu Ying and Chu Yu Wei, taking the opportunity, also flew past, mocking him. Although a bit dizzy, Lin Xiao still thought with admiration, this is the normal way villains greet each other. It's quite bustling. Just like that, in a flash, all 4 of them arrived at the Valley of 1,000 Flowers, where their master was in seclusion in a cave. Just as Lin Xiao was about to speak first, he was interrupted by the girl Guo Yu Rong. Reporting to master during the 3 years you were in seclusion. The sect's affairs have been very smooth except for a few typical lazy ones. Otherwise, all disciples have been cultivating diligently, and their cultivation levels have increased. I have also successfully cultivated the Aoshiji Xinjianlu, breaking through to the early Shantian stage. I look forward to Master coming out of seclusion soon to guide me. One disciple has reached Shantian, another has broken through Shantian, and the spirit pet has also broken through to the Juji stage. After letting the 3 junior sisters report, it was finally Lin Xiao's turn. He clasped his hands respectfully and spoke. It is just as junior sister Guo said. The sect under my leadership and management is tidy and has been developing continuously. I miss Master very much and look forward to the day you come out of seclusion. As for my cultivation, saying this, the young man winked and continued. I am still trying not to fall behind. Currently, I am at the early Juji stage. Unexpectedly, Guo Yu Rong then directly ignored the young man. Reporting to Master, there is one more thing. The annual disciple recruitment ceremony is approaching. The sword sect asked me to inform you, Master, hoping you will come out of seclusion soon to personally select a suitable true disciple. To revitalize the sect, a total of 281 discipleship applications have been sent to Shenluan Peak. Among them one is quite special. The name written on it is Ye Chen, the crown prince of the Beichuan king of the Great Zhou dynasty. This person has extremely high talent, once shook the Great Zhou continent, even the empress is wary of him. Shenluan Peak has not accepted a new disciple in 10 years. If this person can pass the test and join Shenluan Peak, it would be considered compensation for the regret of having a male disciple who cannot shoulder his responsibilities. Lin Xiao, hearing those words from outside, felt like she was hinting at him and became a little bitter. Just then, the system's notification board suddenly appeared. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. System update complete. Lin Xiao was overjoyed. System, you're finally back. Quickly tell me what the current plot is. Regarding the host, the plot is currently proceeding smoothly. We hope the host continues to work hard. That's great. It seems yesterday's incident was indeed just an accident. The protagonist Ye Chen will come up the mountain. The death day of this cannon fodder is approaching. Once I complete the mission, I can return home. Lost in thought, the main character didn't notice that Lu Yingying from afar was looking at him with a strange gaze. Xiao Ying recalled the things she had dreamed of before. At that time, while the main character was preparing to assault her, Ye Chen arrived just in time to stop him. Your name is Ye Chen. Thank you for saving me. If it weren't for you, I would have been defiled by this disgusting senior brother. Lin Xiao struggled to drag his wounded body up and spoke. Cough, cough, listen to your senior brother, stay a little further away from this man. In response to those words, Lu Yingying's eyes widened as she shouted, Senior brother, if you dare to cause trouble for brother Ye Chen, don't blame me for being impolite. At that moment, a triumphant smile appeared on Ye Chen's lips. Lin Xiao, whatever you do is useless. Brother Ye Chen, am I the one you love the most? Tell me. Of course you are. His turned out to be all the women in the sect. He even conquered their master. At that time, the demon army attacked. Bodies of disciples were everywhere, and houses were burning with smoke filling the sky. Hand over Ye Chen and I will give you a chance to die with your bodies intact. In that dire situation, Lu Yingying finally realized it. Her limbs grew weak and she collapsed to the ground. Lies. They are all liars. Brother Ye Chen, why did you deceive me, senior brother? I was wrong, boo-hoo-hoo. Ending the vague flashback, Lu Yingying in reality thought to herself. For 2 days straight, I've suddenly received some confusing fragments of memory. Yesterday, Ye Chen did arrive as I predicted. I have a feeling this memory fragment is not just a hint of the future, but also a warning about the past. Why did I fall in love with such a scumbag? Why was the Qinglan sect annihilated? What did this senior brother, whom I considered a despicable villain, actually do? I must investigate this thoroughly. The scene shifts to somewhere else, where a group of people are gathered around Ye Chen's beast, cursing it. Next to them are smashed watermelons. Damn it, you're the one who ate my watermelons, right? Luckily, I have the magic treasure gifted by the Qinglan sect's elder, which allowed me to control it. Finishing his sentence, the person raised the hoe in his hand, intending to strike it down amidst the cheers of the crowd. Meanwhile, the main character calmly picked up his teacup, savoring the flavor slowly and peacefully. Elder, this beast has been captured. Unfortunately, my watermelons. Old farmer, are your watermelons ripe? Yet I guarantee they are all ripe. I'll buy this entire field of watermelons. Hearing this, the old farmer was overjoyed. Thank you, esteemed elder. After that, Lin Xiao, in true villain fashion, turned to the beast. Without hesitation, he spat a watermelon seed at its head. The beast growled in anger, but a second later, it received a full kick from Lin Xiao. Your master ruined my good time. I haven't even had a chance to settle the score with him yet, and now you fall into my hands. Well, then let me play with you slowly. Don't you love eating watermelons? Let me stuff you until you're full. As he spoke, Lin Xiao took a piece of watermelon and stuffed it into the little creature's mouth. He thought it would refuse, but its expression seemed to be one of enjoyment. Just then, a familiar voice made the main character take notice. Stop right there. So it's you. Let Xiao Diao go immediately. Hey, you finally arrived. If you hadn't come, your spirit pet would have eaten all my watermelons. The author who wrote this story is also an idiot. Is feeding it free watermelons considered an insult? The old farmer nearby, feeling indignant, also spoke up in response. Is this the beast you raised? If the esteemed elder hadn't intervened, this beast would have eaten my entire watermelon field. You must compensate me. Compensate. All I see is you tying up my Xiao Diao and insulting it with such low-grade food. My pet is a holy beast at the early Zhuji stage, with the bloodline of an ancient divine beast. You mortals are not worthy of touching it. Then do you know who I am? I am the head disciple of the Shenluan peak of the Qinglan sect. A person like you whose family is ruined, what right do you have to speak loudly in front of me? If you still want to join the Qinglan sect, and be protected by my sect, then you'd better obediently compensate and kneel to apologize to me. It seemed those words had angered Ye Chen. He reached behind him, preparing to draw his sword. I don't give a damn who you are. In a flash, he leaped high into the sky, shouting, Even if the heavenly king himself came here, if you insult my spirit pet, I will absolutely not let it go. Immediately after, Ye Chen unleashed an incredibly powerful strike. The surrounding earth and rocks flew everywhere, with the attack adding to the flashiness of the move. When the smoke and dust cleared, the main character was seen sitting on the ground, his hands constantly doing something. Hello, host. This system is a modern derivative of the unified heavenly Tao, perfectly crafted with rich content and many other surprising and mysterious functions. Please explore it yourself. Lin Xiao read this and got annoyed. Damn it, the system speaks as if it's right. Forget it. As long as I finish this role, there probably won't be any problems. Young friend, you are too easily agitated. This person's status in the Qinglan sect is not low. You have offended him. I'm afraid tomorrow's sect-entering trial will not be easy, said Old Shai. You know my personality. Even if I, the crown prince, am wandering among the common folk, I will absolutely not be insulted by those lowly mortals. Shi Lao stroked his beard, secretly pleased. So young, yet already has such an imposing aura. It seems I did not choose the wrong person. Just then, the farmer from before ran out, stammering, This great young hero, it's all a misunderstanding. I hope you, sir, will be magnanimous. Unexpectedly, not only did Ye Chen not forgive him, he directly swatted the farmer away. The man's body flew from the slap and slammed hard into a wall in extreme pain. I, Ye Chen, have never been constrained by anything in my life, nor do I have any taboos, but what I hate most is others hurting my friends and relatives. So it's okay for him to hurt others. As soon as he finished speaking, the farmers nearby were all terrified and immediately kowtowed. Please spare our lives, young hero. You don't need to be afraid. I, Ye Chen, have always acted with clear distinctions between kindness and enmity, and I do not kill the innocent. Is there an inn nearby? I know. Not far from here is the Yunlai Inn. Let me lead the way for you, young hero. Lost in his heroic role, Ye Chen didn't notice that Lu Yingying had been standing from a distance watching everything. She was furious, clenching her fists. I despise him. A damned man, you only allow your pet to destroy other people's things, but don't allow them to resist. In that memory, I was somehow blind enough to value him. Even senior brother is better than him. Speaking of her senior brother made her even more bitter. Good, what's so good about him? The grand head disciple of Shenluan Peak. Yet he's bullied by an outsider like this. It's so shameful. Moreover, when he couldn't win, he ran away, leaving an innocent old man to suffer. I have to go check on that old man. Just as Lu Yingying was about to run out, she saw a familiar back. The main character had now returned. He sat down in front of the farmer and took out a pill, his face full of concern. I'm truly sorry. Please accept this pill of mine. Witnessing that Lu Yingying was a little surprised, unable to believe her eyes. Senior brother, I understand you less and less. What kind of person are you really? No matter what, I absolutely cannot let Ye Chen join the Qinglan sect. Tomorrow is the sect-entering trial. Senior sister Guo seems to value Ye Chen a lot. How can I avoid her attention and cheat against him? The scene shifts to the next morning at a mountain with countless stairways winding around it, so many that they reach the very top of the sky-piercing peak. The disciples who came for the trial all gasped in amazement upon seeing it. Go Yu Rong then stepped forward and spoke loudly. If you can't even pass such a simple trial, then I advise you to just go home. My Qinglan sect does not accept trash. Who is she? You idiot, you don't even recognize her. She is the second disciple of the Shenluan Peak of the Qinglan sect, a direct disciple of that person, the sole heir of the legendary sword cultivator family. The murmurs and discussions grew louder, and just then a familiar voice spoke up. Well said. If you're even afraid of the first trial, then don't come here and disgrace yourself. The crowd around them immediately got angry. Who are you calling a disgrace? Here he is, the crown prince of Beichuan King Ye Chen. His talent is extraordinary. It's better not to cause trouble. Immediately after, the young man Ye Chen walked up to Guo Yu Rong and clasped his hands politely. I have admired you for a long time. My name is Ye Chen. Guo Yu Rong looked at him with a puzzled expression. After a moment, she replied, admired for a long time. Ye Chen couldn't help but look up, his face slightly flushed. Old Shi, you were right. The Qinglan sect is indeed my place of destiny. Kid, it seems your heart is sprouting with spring feelings. I just want to discuss sword techniques with her to speed up my cultivation. I heard that senior sister Guo is very proficient in sword arts. I, your junior, have some problems in my cultivation and would like to ask for guidance. Before he could finish his sentence, the young man looked up. In front of him was none other than the handsome main character with an arrogant posture standing in front of Guo Yu Rong. The trial hasn't even started. Why are you getting close to the examiner? Trying to hit on girls. I just felt an instant connection with senior sister Guo and wanted to exchange sword techniques with her. Haha. You're just an unaffiliated cultivator who hasn't even joined the sect. What right do you have to exchange sword techniques with my junior sister? What are you trying to bribe the examiner? Ye Chen, not one to be trifled with, immediately retorted, like senior sister Guo said earlier, the Qinglan sect does not accept trash. It seems there are exceptions. I wonder who is the one who used despicable means to join the immortal sect. Hearing those words, the young man Huai Zhen, the main character's loyal underling, shouted, Our senior brother is just hiding his true strength. Otherwise he would have knocked all your teeth out. Who the hell are you? My senior brother is the one who climbed the highest on the immortal ladder ever recorded, yet you dare to speak nonsense here. Ye Chen was extremely surprised to hear that. Lin Xiao, taking the opportunity, also put on a handsome and cool appearance, thinking to himself, although me climbing the immortal ladder was just a misunderstanding, forget it. It's a good way for me to show off. Ye Chen was very bitter, but still managed to ask, I'm very curious, how did you manage to pass the trial? Can you share some experience to broaden my horizons? Lin Xiao picked his nose and replied, You just climb. Is it that hard? Guo Yurong beside them also spoke loudly. The Qinglan sect's trials have always been fair and just, never with a hint of deception. Shilao appeared to remind the young man, Young friend, don't be so impulsive. That Lin Xiao already doesn't like the look of you. Why are you provoking him? No matter who he is or what tricks he uses, I just need to win with my own strength. The young man revealed a sinister smile and declared confidently, Today I will break his record. Guo Yurong began to explain. The rules are very simple. Challengers are not allowed to use weapons or magic treasures. You must rely only on your own spiritual energy to ascend. The immortal ladder has a sect formation to test and measure. If anyone is found cheating, their qualification will be immediately revoked, and they will be banned from joining for life. The first 100 people to reach the top will be qualified to participate in the grand ceremony. The higher you go on the immortal ladder, the greater the pressure. Forcing a breakthrough can damage your spiritual root. I hope everyone will proceed according to their abilities. From now on, it's all up to you. When Guo Yurong's shout to start the trial ended, the disciples below surged upwards in a rush, each wanting to fight for the top position. After just a few steps, someone couldn't take it anymore and exclaimed, The spiritual pressure is too strong. I can't make it. I've come this far. I absolutely cannot give up. Look at that guy over there. He's a real beast. Ye Chen was smug. This much spiritual pressure is nothing. Just you wait, and the crown prince will not only pass the trial, but also crush the name Lin Xiao. Senior sister Guo will definitely admire me, you'll see. According to the original plot, the villain Lin Xiao, out of jealousy for Ye Chen's talent, deliberately tries to make him trip and fall. However, the chosen one Ye Chen overcame the challenge on his own, thwarting Lin Xiao's plot and even breaking the record of the immortal ladder. He was so arrogant that he left his handprint on the Qinglan sect stone tablet, becoming famous throughout the world. Lost in thought, he didn't notice Guo Yurong beside him looking at him with suspicion. It's about time to make a move. Flick. The pebble in Lin Xiao's hand was shot out to obstruct Ye Chen. As if sensing the danger, Ye Chen smoothly dodged it. The pebble flew right into the guy behind him, causing him to fall down, utterly confused. He looked down at the main character angrily, only to see the young man acting clueless, whistling and such. Guo Yurong beside him also saw the trick and spoke up. Senior brother, the trial must be fair and just. Interfering without reason will damage the sect's reputation. Luckily, no one saw. You must not do it again. My hand was just itchy. I know. Old habits die hard. The main character picked up another pebble, thinking, next the villain Lin Xiao will play another trick, but Ye Chen will catch this rock and throw it back in my face. Guo Yurong finally couldn't stand it anymore and thus exposed his actions. Young friend, you can't be distracted. Go now. Don't worry, it's just a Juji stage cultivator playing tricks. I, the crown prince, can handle it. Just as he was feeling superior, a loud shout came from below. Look, there's a great beauty flying in the sky, without any clothes on. Hearing that, the young man Ye Chen's eyes lit up as he looked up at the sky. Even Shi Lao beside him looked on with interest. Just waiting for that, the main character directly flicked another pebble from his hand. Just as scripted, Ye Chen quickly caught it. He smiled triumphantly, haha, a petty trick. Yes, he caught it. Throw it now, throw it at my face. Ye Chen intended to do so, but something was strange. He fumbled and looked down, sensing something was wrong. Before he could react a second later, Ye Chen was sent tumbling down several steps, to the main character's jaw-dropping astonishment. Both of them probably had the same thought. What the hell is happening right now? This doesn't seem to be in the script. Why did this guy get... it was none other than the main character's fourth junior sister. Lu Yingying was the one who did it. She had her hood pulled low, hiding in a corner of the crowd to observe Lin Xiao's reaction from a distance. But that alone wasn't enough. Very quickly, Ye Chen climbed back to his original position and even further than before. This Ye Chen's strength is not simple. He has already left the others far behind. Why did the guy in second place fall? Maybe he got too excited and sadness followed joy. Just as in that memory, senior brother's attempt to stop Ye Chen failed. If senior brother tries another trick, he will definitely be discovered. I have to act. While Ye Chen was feeling smug, Lu Yingying controlled a chameleon at his feet. Its name was Fei Fei. A Jidan stage beast skilled at hiding its body and aura. When frightened, it poops out a colorful and vibrant pile of dung. Yesterday, I came to the immortal ladder one step ahead and placed the chameleon here at this very spot. Under Xiao Ying's control, the chameleon stuck out its tongue, its body emitting spiritual energy. In a flash, its 30 centimeters long tongue wrapped around Ye Chen's leg and gave a sharp tug. Watching his figure fall straight down the stairs, the main character felt like he was watching a dream that wouldn't come true. He held his head in regret. No, Lu Yingying at that moment was very pleased. Success, Ye Chen gritted his teeth in anger. How can I stop here? I am the crown prince of Beichuan King Ye Chen. Then he played a dirty trick, grabbing the foot of a disciple and using his body as a stepping stone to get back on the stairs. The crowd seeing this shouted in indignation, You're cheating. Examiner, punish him quickly. What rule did I break? Did I use a magic treasure? Did I use a weapon? Or did I not climb up on my own guo? You wrong below witnessed everything and also spoke up. He has not broken the rules. Ye Chen frowned with determination. If a man does not live for himself, the heavens and earth will destroy him. Living for oneself, that is a self-evident truth. With that self-centered mindset, Ye Chen, thanks to his dirty tricks, was now in the lead. He stood tall, looking down at the people below as if they were ants. Witnessing that scene, the crowd began to compete and fight amongst themselves. Don't block my way. Get down top 100. I just need to get into the top 100. As expected of Gu Zhao, Long Ao Tian just as arrogant. He's a real beast when it comes to playing by the law of the jungle. This Ye Chen is truly shameless. Are we really letting this kind of person join our Qinglan sect? The formation on the immortal ladder isn't rejecting him, which means he hasn't broken the rules. Although the process was a bit convoluted, the result of Ye Chen passing the trial cannot be changed. Next, let me see how you break my record. Even Lu Yingying was bitter. This Ye Chen is truly a despicable villain. The situation is chaotic now, I can't act in time. Can't he be stopped? On the stairs now, Ye Chen was taking the final steps to break the main character's record. In a flash, the step with Lin Xiao's name was right in front of him. Haha, Lin Xiao, I want to trample your name under my feet. Just as scripted, Ye Chen successfully stepped onto the main character's former step. Below, Huai Zhen panicked. Senior brother has been surpassed. The young man Ye Chen, having achieved his goal, was extremely pleased. He was so busy closing his eyes to enjoy the moment that he didn't notice a rock flying towards him from a distance at lightning speed. What was bound to happen, happened. With a loud thwack, the rock flew straight into Ye Chen's chest, sending him flying several hundred meters away. His eyes blurred, and he couldn't help but let out a grunt. Lu Yingying and the main character both wondered, it wasn't me who acted this time. Damn it, who did it then? Just as he glanced to the side, he saw the flaming hand of his beloved junior sister. It was none other than Guo Yurong who had fired that last shot. Her eyes were determined as she muttered, as expected, he is not worthy of entering the sect. One would think that blow could have knocked Ye Chen straight to the ground, but no, his body still managed to cling to a step on the ladder. Young friend, hold on, you must not let go. Then the young man intended to play dirty again. He was about to reach out and grab the leg of the person above when he was discovered. Without mercy, that person kicked him straight in the face, shouting, trying to pull another trick. Do you think I'm a fool? Am I really going to fail here? My great revenge has not been taken. My destiny has not been seized. I am not resigned. My life should not be like this. In a dilemma, his body falling uncontrollably, suddenly a surge of spiritual energy emerged from nowhere, enveloping his body and pulling him back onto the stairs. My power can only withstand this formation once, but right now there are several forces watching, so it's not convenient for me to act. This shouldn't have been your fate today. Perhaps we should retreat first. Let me perform a divination to see the situation. Ye Chen now seemed to have lost his mind. He ignored Shilao's words and shouted, this damn sect this young master must join today. Shilao, help me. Shilao saw his determination and sighed again. Let me help you one more time. Remember to seize the opportunity. Guo Yurong below also seemed to realize something was wrong. She clenched her fists, her entire body erupting with spiritual energy, her expression darkening. The main character standing nearby witnessing this also broke out in a cold sweat. If the character Ye Chen fails, what will happen to the plot later on? I must let him pass the trial. No matter what happens, I have to act. Guo Yurong saw Lin Xiao staring at her. Not understanding, she turned to look back. Unexpectedly, Lin Xiao suddenly rushed forward, embracing her, completely stopping her next move. This made her eyes widen in surprise, having no idea what was happening. In front of the surrounding disciples, Yurong stammered, what are you doing? The young man Lin Xiao was now horrified, his face sweating, his eyes dazed. It's over. I hugged her without thinking. How do I explain this? Countless excuses for his recent action ran through his mind. Stop, Yurong. Everyone is watching. The crowd, seeing this, continuously whispered, is that their relationship so bold in broad daylight? They're actually showing off their affection to us. How outrageous. Guo Yurong, lying completely in Lin Xiao's arms, heard those words. Unconsciously, her face turned extremely red. The next second, she grabbed the main character's lapel, spun around, and delivered a powerful blow to the poor young man, sending him face first to the ground in pain. Senior brother, you really are. Before she could finish her sentence, the main character once again interrupted her against her will. Junior sister Guo. This kind of thing, let your senior brother handle it. With a face that looked innocent despite doing something bad and being so handsome, Yu Rong seemed to have understood something and stood stunned for a moment. Could it be that senior brother was afraid my despicable actions would be discovered, and he did this to protect my reputation? Unexpectedly, the young man thought differently. Dealing with the protagonist is my reason for living. Don't try to interfere anymore. In that awkward situation, someone from outside suddenly shouted, "Look quickly!" Ye Chen's whole body was enveloped in Shilao's spiritual energy. He didn't need to run but shot straight up. Unexpectedly, due to gaining too much momentum, he smashed his face into the rock on the final step and his body fell to the ground. Xiaorong was surprised. Just like in my memories, he successfully broke through and even broke senior brother's record. He must have backing. It seems dealing with him is not so simple, as expected of the protagonist. Although the process was a bit of a struggle, the result isn't bad. I hope the disciple recruitment ceremony goes smoothly without any more trouble. After reaching the peak, the young man Ye Chen displayed an arrogant attitude. He pointed down at the main character and shouted, "Lin Xiao, I accept today's humiliation. I will definitely repay it 100,000 times over." The trial ended. Sometime later in the main hall of the Qinglan sect in front of Xiaorong were magic treasures each representing an elder of the sect. Yu Ronghao was the immortal ladder trial this time, reporting to the headmaster. This immortal ladder trial had a total of 356 challengers. 100 people passed. In addition, more than 100 were seriously injured, and more than 50, who fought and broke the rules, had their qualifications revoked. In previous years, there were not so many people breaking the rules or getting injured. What happened in this trial, Xiaorong reported honestly. This matter is related to a participant named Ye Chen. Ye Chen of the Beichuan King's mansion. I didn't expect him to come for the trial too, and even cause such a huge commotion. This person truly brings a storm wherever he goes. Headmaster. I find this person to be arrogant and conceited with a somewhat crooked heart. Although he has passed the trial, but... Before she could finish, another voice cut in. You are mistaken. This person was not rejected by the immortal ladder's formation, which means his actions are not a problem. Moreover, the trial is also a form of competition. What he did is not blameworthy. Another person spoke up. Our Qinglan sect has always valued the character and virtue of its disciples. This person has a cunning heart. Harming others for his own benefit is not in line with our sect's requirement for an upright heart. I suggest we eliminate him. This person is not only the first to pass the trial, but also broke the record. It would be a great pity to eliminate such a good seedling. Our sect needs disciples who can pass the trial on their own like this blah blah blah. The path of cultivation cannot lack competition. Only through competition can progress be stimulated. Our Qinglan sect disciples lack such a personality. Accepting this person can also be seen as an opportunity for change. This Ye Chen, let him participate in tomorrow's disciple recruitment ceremony. We will know then if he has real ability. Will your master come out of seclusion? Master is still in seclusion. Hearing that, the other person sighed. It seems her cultivation has been stuck at a bottleneck for many years, and she still can't break through. I hope she can make it for this disciple recruitment ceremony. Last night I performed divination by observing the stars. Our sect will undergo a great change. I don't know if it will resolve the long-standing crisis of the sect. All peaks must pay attention to tomorrow's ceremony. Ignoring those words, Xiaorong fell into deep thought. If that memory is true, then that great change is Ye Chen. But what he brings is not a blessing, but a disaster. At the same time, at Shenluan Peak, inside the pill refining workshop, greetings, senior brother. Greetings, senior brother. We hope for your guidance. The main character, with a villainous expression and aura, arrogantly looked down on everyone and spoke. Let me tell you something. When you go out into society to make a living, if you take risks, you eat a lot. If you don't take risks, you eat little. To succeed, you must experience the bitter and the sweet. After hearing him, the disciples all said in unison, Yes, senior brother. Just then the system's sound rang out. Ding. Host has successfully preached a moral. Random reward triggered pill making skill, plus 99 pill. Refining skill level up quality increased to 5th grade. Lin Xiao was horrified. The fuck, this is also possible. Even compared to Ye Chen after clearing a map after Qinglan sect, he only reached 5th grade pill making skill. But now, I just show off every day and I've entered the 5th grade pill realm. Oh, system, I beg you don't give any more rewards. If this continues, this villain of mine could kick Ye Chen aside and take the protagonist's role. Saying this, he suddenly realized something. Wait, that's not so bad, is it? That thought was quickly extinguished by Lin Xiao. No way, I just want to complete my role, ascend, fly back to Earth, and reunite with my family. Whoever wants to be the protagonist can have it. Right now, the most important thing is to steal the pills to prepare for the face-slapping plot in tomorrow's martial arts tournament. Then the young man snuck around, pressing himself against the wall, preparing to do something shady. So far, everything has been according to the original plot. So next. Before he could finish, a voice came from a distant senior brother. Lin Xiao turned around, delighted. She's here, she's finally here. Second junior sister Guo Yu Rong will come and expose me for stealing pills. The young man put on a despicable face with a very genuine-sounding tone. Oh, Xiaorong, do you know every time your senior brother see you, I'm reminded of a proverb. Heh, my acting is too good. Looking at this villain's face, even I want to punch it. What proverb is that? Just waiting for that? Lin Xiao's face turned slightly red, his gaze darting to where it needed to go. Hai na bai chuan, the sea accepts 100 rivers. Yurong's nai breasts. To explain to those who don't understand this phrase means, the sea accepts thousands of rivers, its vastness comes from its tolerance. To put it bluntly, it's a reference to Guo Yurong being a good person and having big tolerance. Seeing Xiaorong's darkening and seemingly dangerous expression, Lin Xiao was delighted at the prospect of being beaten up. Hurry up and scold me. Just like in the original work, a mouthful of dirty words, roguish gestures, as expected of the head disciple of my Shenluan peak. Thinking everything was going smoothly, Xiaorong's next action dealt a heavy blow to the main character, senior brother. Do you really feel that way? Compared to the other two junior sisters, how is Xiaorong's? Whose is the biggest? Lin Xiao's face went blank, not understanding a thing. Deep down, the young man was struggling as if wanting to escape this illusion called reality. This is not right. This isn't how she's supposed to react. No, I still want to go home. The plot absolutely cannot deviate. I have to pull the plot back. Then the young man put on a sinister face looking straight at Xiaorong, second junior sister. I won't beat around the bush anymore. To tell you the truth, I came to the pill pavilion to steal pills. What for specifically, humph? You don't need to interfere. I've already said it bluntly. If Guo Yurong has half a brain, she will definitely be suspicious. But the next second, Xiaorong blushed, holding out a pill and asking senior brother, are you looking for this Qi Jue Dan 7 Absolutes pill, Nani? How did she know? How? Whatever, I'll take it first and think later. Consider yourself sensible. Give it to me. After that, the young man turned to leave, not forgetting to add a few more lines to complete his role. It really is the Qi Jue Dan. I want to use this to deal with the person I hate the most. The young man secretly glanced back, thinking I'm acting so abnormally. That girl will definitely suspect me. She definitely will. Unexpectedly, Xiaorong's next action was the complete opposite. She blushed with emotion, her sparkling eyes following the main character's retreating back. Aya, my senior brother is so cute. How did I not notice it before? Wow, I was really blind before. More or less from that memory, I finally learned senior brother's true face and what happened afterward. Senior brother, rest assured. I have already tampered with this Qi Jue Dan. This time, it definitely won't fail. The scene shifts to Baihua Valley, 100 Flowers Valley. Inside a cave dwelling, a charming woman was focused on cultivating. Her tightly closed eyes suddenly opened. Her alluring figure combined with her enchantingly beautiful face captivated the viewer. Surrounding her were faint blue streams of spiritual energy that seemed to enhance her beauty like a flower fairy descended to the mortal world. The Qinglan sect is located in the vast land of Shenzhou, east of Zhongzhou. On Qinglan Mountain there are 5 highest peaks, Fengming, Shenluanqi, Yuntianling, and Longshou. Each mountain has a master presiding over it passing down teachings. The master of Shenluan Peak is known as the #1 beauty of the eastern region named Xiao Hongling. Xiao Hongling has a generous and free-spirited personality, loving wine as much as her life. She is a bit insecure about her appearance and often goes down the mountain to travel. She doesn't care about the sect's internal affairs, preferring to do as she pleases. She is assertive and tough with outsiders, but extremely caring and protective of her own disciples, covering for their flaws. Even though Lin Xiao was just a useless piece of trash who was terrible at his studies, Xiao Hongling never kicked him off the mountain because of it. But Lin Xiao took the opportunity while his master was out of seclusion to steal her white silk stocking and hide it in his pocket. The next day, during a fight with Ye Chen, he was exposed by Xiao Diao. Everyone around gasped. His reputation was ruined. Xiao Hongling confined Lin Xiao for 3 years. From then on, she was extremely disappointed in him. He was repeatedly face-slapped by Ye Chen. In the end, Xiao Hongling personally destroyed Lin Xiao's spiritual root, crippling him into a mortal. At Baihua Valley now, the main character has come here to carry out a system mission. This villain Lin Xiao is truly conscienceless. He even wants to steal the stocking of the master who raised him. If I can complete this plot point, the tragic end of the villain Lin Xiao can be considered on the right track. Just as he pushed open the door and stepped in, he was surprised. In front of Lin Xiao were numerous wine jugs, scattered and rolling on the floor, and clothes were strewn all over the room. Witnessing that scene, Lin Xiao couldn't help but feel a little embarrassed. What on earth was Master doing before her seclusion? Master only discovered her stocking was stolen after the disciple recruitment ceremony. I must be careful not to disturb the scene or leave any traces. After looking around for a while, Lin Xiao still couldn't find the stocking anywhere. System, are you sure today is the stocking stealing plot? Yes, host. Today is the stocking stealing plot. Host, complete the mission. Just waiting for that, the young man pulled out a pair of glasses from nowhere, transforming into Shinichi. No problem. This small issue won't be a challenge for me, Lin Xiao. This wine-addicted master can't drink after her seclusion, so she must have drunk a lot before it. When you're hot, you sweat. When you sweat, you take a bath. When you take a bath, you take off your clothes. First, the outer robe. There is only one truth. Finally, she would take off her stockings. Right at this spot, just as he predicted, the pair of stockings was lying neatly on the edge of the bathtub. Ding. Stocking stealing plot complete. Excellent. The distance to getting my lunchbox is 1 step closer. I can almost see the scene of this Lin Xiao being face-slapped by the protagonist Ye Chen in tomorrow's ceremony, his reputation ruined in an instant. Hey, I'm going home soon. After that, Lin Xiao tiptoed and turned to leave. Just as the door closed, the beautiful master Xiao Hongling emerged from a corner. I never expected. He really is just like in that memory coming to steal my things. Could it be that everything that happened in that memory is real? She pondered again, Shenner, this formless sword body, I, your master, will pass it on to you. From now on, we are one. The main character in that memory was lying in a corner surrounded by a pool of blood, speaking with difficulty. Believe me, it's not too late now. When the sect was on the verge of annihilation, Xiao Hongling was stunned. What's happening? How did it become like this? Was I really wrong? She bit her lip in anger, finding it hard to believe. Xiao Hongling actually bowed and submitted to a man, and even took out the formless sword body. Yechen, what kind of existence are you, Xiaoer? What role do you play in this? Haha. Things are starting to get interesting. If I already know the future cause and effect, the events in that memory will absolutely not happen. The scene shifts to Ye Chen. Wherever he went, he was gossiped about by everyone around him. I can't believe this kid is so despicable. Using despicable means to pass the trial. My brother was the one whose leg he grabbed to fall. Truly shameless. The young man frowned in anger. Which one of you standing here didn't step on others to climb up? What right do you have to talk about me, a bunch of cowards who dare to do but not to admit? Just then, Lin Xiao suddenly appeared out of nowhere. You're so noble, you're so good. If you're so powerful, why don't you go join the demon sect? My Qinglan sect can't accommodate a great Buddha like you. Seeing the main character, his blood boiled even more. Lin Xiao, you are the real despicable villain. Young friend, this is his territory. If you still want to become a disciple, don't anger him anymore. Emboldened, the main character put on a taunting face and yelled, You can eat the wrong thing, but you absolutely cannot say the wrong thing, daring to slander the head disciple. Do you have any proof, kid? Go Yu Rong was also hiding on the side, observing. These two have definitely met before. This seed of a tragic fate must be crushed in the cradle. As soon as this kid Ye Chen breaks any rule, I will immediately break his legs so he can't attend the disciple recruitment ceremony. Senior brother Lin, you came looking for me so early. We don't even know each other. Could it be because I broke your record that you became angry out of shame? The head disciple of Shen Luan Peak of the Qinglan sect can't be that petty, can he? It's also not certain. Ye Chen breaking his record is like slapping him in the face. Cough cough, speak softer. The main character, not to be outdone, took out a spirit stone from his clothes, and with his familiar sinister face, spoke. Cut. You lost all face, just to break a record. What's there to be proud of? No way. No way. Do you think that's cool? Look at this. My sect has been established for over 1,000 years, and this is the first time I've seen someone climb the immortal ladder in such a strange posture. No one has ever done it before. As he spoke, Lin Xiao directly projected a full, uncensored close-up guide of the young man Ye Chen, smashing his face into the cliff for everyone to see. Everyone who saw it couldn't help but laugh in contempt. I'm giving you this recording stone as a family heirloom. A scene like this is well worth being admired by your descendants. At that moment, Ye Chen seemed to have reached his limit. He slammed his fist on the ground in a fit of anger, his face covered in bulging green veins, as he roared, Lin Xiao. Using sword chi against a senior would definitely be a rule violation, but the senior brother started it first, so it's not easy to act. While she was at a loss, suddenly a hand gently tapped on Xiaorong's shoulder from behind, surprising her. Xiaoer is not afraid of danger at all. What a surprise. And that guy seems to be Ye Chen. Seeing the person in front of her, Guo Yu Rong was astonished. Master. Why are you here? Thinking she was about to do something, she unexpectedly told the young girl to be quiet and continue watching. You only know how to boast. An empty barrel makes the most noise. If you have the guts, let's compete. I was originally planning to beat you to a pulp tomorrow, but you want to be beaten now. I've never heard such a strange request before. Stop talking nonsense. If you continue to shout here, don't blame me for being impolite. This is bad. Senior brother is walking right into a trap. If he provokes first and still gets defeated, he will surely become a laughingstock for the world. The master behind them thought more simply. As expected, it's still better to just break his legs. Don't say I'm looking down on you. How about I give you a one-sword handicap? What do you say? Come at me. The young man. Ye Chen suddenly felt something was wrong. Wait a minute. Why is this punk so arrogant and provocative in front of me? Does he have something prepared behind the scenes, or is he forcing me to act first, then adding fuel to the fire to make me lose my qualification to join the sect? So this is his plan. Truly sinister. Lin Xiao also frowned, thinking, is he hesitating? In that case, I'll have to. Immediately, Lin Xiao bared his toothpaste white teeth and gave a despicable look to provoke him. Tsk, tsk, tsk. I'm standing still like this, and you still don't dare to act. Or do you want me, your senior brother, to give you some pointers? At that moment, Ye Chen's patience had reached its maximum level. He angrily pointed at the main character and shouted, You despicable villain! Don't think I can't see through your scheme. As soon as he finished speaking, Xiao Hongling on the other side was full of question marks. He can also have schemes. Tsk, tsk, tsk. What a buzzkill. Your words were so bold just now, but now you're just looking around. I can't believe you're such a coward. Ah, I know. You must have peed your pants. You're afraid to move because you don't want the world to see. Ha 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 ha. Faced with that provocation, Ye Chen's last thread of composure finally snapped. He directly drew the sword from his back and pointed it straight at the main character in an instant. The young man's eyes were filled with killing intent. Ignoring Shilao's advice, he still resolutely rushed forward, preparing to fight the main character. Seeing this, Xiao Hongling and Guo Yurong also immediately flew out, ready to join the fight. It seemed a bloody battle was about to erupt, but unexpectedly Ye Chen just drew his sword and left it there. The two of them simultaneously exchanged a deep, meaningful look. A long time passed. Both of them stood still without any reaction. Surprisingly, Ye Chen slowly lowered his weapon, deciding to endure it. Immediately after, he turned and left. There will come a day when I will make you regret angering me. I'm so scared. Seeing that everything was resolved peacefully, Guo Yurong let out a sigh of relief. That was dangerous. If that sword strike had hit senior brother, I can't imagine the consequences. Why is senior brother so reckless today, master? Look. Contrary to that worry, Xiao Hongling even felt a little proud. I never discovered that Liner had such a courageous spirit. If not for his poor constitution, he would definitely be a dragon soaring and a phoenix dancing in the world. Ding. Congratulations to the host for completing the angering the protagonist plot point. The young man Lin Xiao then collapsed to the ground, his face pale. I'm gonna die, gonna die, gonna die. Wasn't the original plot supposed to end after I gave him the recording stone? I didn't expect Ye Chen to cause more trouble. I almost peed my pants. Luckily my acting was good, otherwise this plot would have been a mess, and so the main character diligently went to disrupt Ye Chen to complete the villain's plot. In another situation, Lin Xiao stepped on Ye Chen's hand, mocking, "You haven't even joined my Qinglan sect yet you dare to cultivate here without permission." Suddenly he felt something and glanced to the side. A whooshing sound attacked, but luckily Lin Xiao dodged it quickly. Who is it? It was none other than the beautiful zither-playing girl third junior sister, Chu Yu Wei. Senior brother, don't bully people too much. Ye Chen will join our sect sooner or later. As the senior brother, how can you bully a fellow disciple like this? Seeing everything proceed according to the script, Lin Xiao laughed to himself. In the novel, the cold junior sister Chu Yu Wei is Ye Chen's biggest supporter. This time I can surely complete the plot smoothly. The scene shifts to Linqi Lake Chu Yu Wei's cultivation place. The young man Ye Chen stood with his arms crossed, listening intently as little Wei played the zither. The main character wondered, how did they meet so quickly? High mountains and flowing water, a soulmate is hard to find. Senior sister's zither skill is truly excellent. His mouth spoke elegantly, but his eyes were fixed on little Wei's grapefruits, as he thought to himself. The Qinglan sect is truly a paradise full of beauties. Just a casual stroll and I can meet such a peerless beauty. Little girl, let's see if I can charm you to death. Finishing that thought, the young man swung his sword, posturing. With senior sister playing for me, my swordsmanship can also improve a level. Lin Xiao, watching from the outside, let out a sigh of relief. Good. The plot is still the same. Next, I just need to wait for Ye Chen to launch a sneak attack. After he gets beaten up by Wei Wei, today's mission can be completed smoothly. First, I have to cover my ears to avoid being deafened by junior sister's zither music. Just as he finished that thought, the young man Ye Chen, for some unknown reason, spat out a mouthful of ketchup, stunning Lin Xiao. What is this situation? Shilao explained, young friend, there is killing intent hidden in this woman's zither music. Listening for too long will damage your internal organs. Chu Yu Wei then glared at him. No one dares to disturb me when I'm practicing the zither. I was originally going to test your depth. I didn't expect you to be just a clothes rack and rice bag. For those who don't understand, clothes rack and rice bag means a useless and worthless person. Hearing that, Ye Chen couldn't help but feel a little bitter inside, but on the outside, he still clasped his hands and looked respectful. Disturbing senior sister's zither practice was my mistake. I hope senior sister can forgive me. Tomorrow is the disciple recruitment ceremony. It's not yet known if you have the ability to join. Isn't it a bit too early to call me senior sister? Lin Xiao, who was happy a second ago, was now utterly panicked. This is not good, not good. The male and female leads are fighting each other. How will the plot change? The first impression is very important. I must help Ye Chen quickly. Immediately the young man rushed in and shouted, my goodness, I was wondering who was bullying my junior sister here. It turns out to be you coward. You didn't dare to compete with me before, but you're very good at bullying women. The young man Ye Chen, upon seeing the main character's despicable face, became enraged. Unable to hold back, he opened his mouth and cursed, it's you again. You must have forced the beauty to act against me. Truly shameless. So what, you were the one who disturbed my junior sister's practice first? I simply want to eliminate evil, it's not a personal grudge. Ye Chen couldn't take it anymore, and drew his sword, pointing it at Lin Xiao. One thing after another. As the senior brother of the Qinglan sect, you repeatedly do despicable and shameless things. Your disgusting face and low character are truly despised by the righteous path of the world. Now you're even seducing an innocent junior sister to do evil deeds. Your methods are extremely sinister, a wolf in sheep's clothing. You will definitely be a great disaster in the future. Ayo, I'm giving you some face and you don't want it. Do you believe that? So what? What do you want? Witnessing the scene of the two gorillas taunting each other, Chu Yu Wei angrily used a move to blow both young men aside, shouting, insolent, how dare you be disrespectful to the senior brother. Oh no, this is bad. Why did the plot deviate again? No, how can I? Lin Xiao turned this situation around, Ye Chen said as he ran away. So you're all in this together, you just wait for me. Just then, the system's sound rang out again. Ding. Congratulations to the host for successfully completing the face slapped by the protagonist plot point. The recruitment ceremony is about to begin. Remember to try your best tomorrow. It's finally over. I'm dead tired. To avoid any trouble, I should sneak away quickly. Immediately after Lin Xiao jumped up, despicable villain daring to use explosives to attack me, I must go back and report to Master. And so the other two left, leaving only Chu Yue sitting there in a daze. She was now horrified. Ah, how did it turn out like this? I just wanted to help senior brother vent his anger, but I ended up hitting him too. Oh no. It's all because Ye Chen was standing too close. Otherwise, I wouldn't have accidentally hurt senior brother. Little Wei tried to calm down and think. According to the heavenly Tao memory I dreamed of when I appeared, Ye Chen would injure senior brother. But now senior brother was injured by me. But Ye Chen didn't gain any advantage either. This outcome has already deviated from the 6 paths in that heavenly Tao memory. As long as it doesn't develop according to that memory, it can be considered a success. But based on senior brother's temperament, he will definitely be embarrassed tomorrow. No, before that, I must do something. Ye Chen's beast was captured for destroying watermelons. Just as it was about to be hit on the head with a hoe by the farmer, suddenly, something fell from the sky, knocking the farmer's hoe away in an instant. Ye Chen, holding a treasured sword, slowly walked out from the smoke and dust, his eyes filled with killing intent. Xiao Diao, I'm sorry for being late. This young hero, are you the owner of this beast? In that case, I apologize because, before the farmer could react, Ye Chen mercilessly swung his sword, cutting him into many pieces. I, Ye Chen, have never been restrained or held back in my life, nor do I have any taboos, but what I hate most is someone hurting my own friends and relatives. The surrounding crowd, witnessing the scene of him killing someone and still acting like a hero, all trembled in fear. But please, young hero, spare our lives. He still puts on the appearance of a righteous gentleman, saying, you don't need to be afraid. I, Ye Chen, act with clear grievances and grudges and do not kill the innocent. The end of that flashback was also when a loud shout came from the main character's room. Disgusting, truly disgusting. This male lead Ye Chen is truly a hypocrite, with double standards, only allowing his pet to destroy people's food, but not allowing them to stand up and resist. What kind of damn male lead is this? Without heaven-defying luck and a golden finger, this kind of brat would surely be beaten to a pulp by others. My junior martial sisters and my master actually follow this kind of person. Forget it, is it the turn of a minor villain character like me to worry about this? This place is just a world inside a novel. After I get my bento box killed off, I will leave. The world is vast. Returning home is the most important thing. According to the original story, the male lead is currently at an inn at the foot of the mountain. Tomorrow, he will go up the mountain to participate in the disciple recruitment ceremony. I should also go to bed early to save my strength for a face slapping tomorrow. Just then, the system's voice sounded again. Congratulations to the host for successfully restoring the character. Received reward, aptitude, +1, foundation, +2. Cough, cough. Before I sleep, I'll check on my junior martial sisters first. There's no other way, it's all for the sake of restoring the character. Just as he was planning to do something shady to relieve himself, suddenly a knock came from outside the door. Senior brother, are you resting? Huh? Junior sister Chu, why have you come to find me so late at night? Without much thought, the young man clumsily walked out and pushed the door open. What caught his eye was Xiao Wei's slender and alluring figure. She possessed the Qin Heart Sword Soul and was proficient with the Qin and sword. Her personality was gentle and kind, as pure as a blank sheet of paper. In the original story, even though Lin Xiao was ultimately ruined and disgraced, he was imprisoned in the forbidden area behind the mountain by the male lead Ye Chen. While the other two junior martial sisters wished they could kill him, only this young lady persistently begged for help for Lin Xiao. Ever since I was face-slapped by Ye Chen in her eyes, I was no longer that glorious senior brother of immense prestige. In the end, I saw her turn her back and leave. After a moment of zoning out and regaining his senses, Lin Xiao quickly put on his villainous face. Oh, so it's Wei Wei. Long time no see. Oh, you've grown taller again. Although he said this in reality, the young man was trying his best to stay calm to complete his act. Come here, let senior brother help you check your body. Looking at this perverted face, even I want to punch myself. However, her cultivation level and movement technique had long surpassed me, her senior brother. I guess, just like always, she would move away to another spot after I teased her. He thought everything would go as smoothly as in the novel, but unexpectedly Chu Yue leaned directly against him and blushed senior brother. The young man now had no clue what was happening. He hurriedly stepped back a few paces. What's going on? Why is this girl's personality a bit off? Once, twice, she's not following the script. How can I continue acting? System warning. The character, Lin Xiao, is deviating from his original personality. The host is requested to complete the plot correctly. That's right, I'm a despicable, lecherous senior brother. With the meat delivered to the cat's mouth, why should I run away? A junior sister can have a personality change, but a villain like me cannot. Junior sister, forgive me. This is all for the mission. He thought he was about to get lucky, but no. Xiao Wei suddenly looked up. The kin in her hand swung forward with momentum and hit the poor main character with a thud. Senior brother, can you help Wei Wei with a small matter? Senior brother, are you okay? Lin Xiao lay still on the ground, his nose bleeding, and replied, I'm fine. As expected, the male lead's harem can't be trifled with. If a villain makes a move, they'll be punished by the heavens. But Xiaowei didn't think so. She directly helped the young man into her arms, her face showing a bit of worry. How can you be okay? You're bleeding. The guy didn't feel any pain now. His eyes were glued to the two firm, smooth breasts in front of him. Hey. It turns out if the female lead makes a move, nothing bad happens. It seems junior sister Chu has gotten bigger. That's right, you just said you needed my help with something. What is it? Yesterday while practicing the heavenly sound art, I accidentally broke a kin string. I plan to go down the mountain tomorrow to find an artifact refiner in the city to fix it. I'm not very familiar with the city, so I wanted to ask senior brother to go with Wei Wei. Is that okay? Lin Xiao was a bit surprised to hear this. Find me to fix the chin. It seems this part wasn't in the novel. Isn't tomorrow the disciple recruitment ceremony? As the head disciple of Shenluan Peak you are supposed to attend. Have you forgotten? Hearing him say this, a hint of sadness appeared in Xiaowei's eyes. She tugged at Lin Xiao's sleeve and whispered, "Send senior brother. Can't you make an exception for me just this once?" Witnessing her utterly adorable appearance, the guy had reached his limit. His heart felt like it would leap out of his chest and he'd faint on the spot. Who could possibly resist this? Very quickly, Lin Xiao regained his composure. The young man ran directly into his room and slammed the door shut. It's getting late now. Junior sister, you should hurry back and rest. Don't be late for the ceremony tomorrow. Xiaowei's face looked a bit sad. It seemed that fixing the chin was just an excuse to prevent the main character from getting face-slapped tomorrow. In contrast, inside the room, Lin Xiao's face was beet red and he was panting heavily. What a tease, tomorrow I have to be busy getting my face slapped by Ye Chen. Who has time to play with you? This third junior sister's personality is a bit off. The plot point of fixing the chin was never mentioned in the original story, but this spirit kin of Chu Wei did indeed have a broken string. As far as I know, it seems to be an heirloom left by her mother, which she treasures immensely. Why did it suddenly get accidentally damaged? Just then, another call came from outside senior brother. Are you asleep yet? Strange, what's with tonight? A whole bunch of people are coming to find me. What's the matter? Reporting to senior brother, master has come out of seclusion. She immediately summons you to Tianvi Cliff to see her. What the heck? It seems this part wasn't in the original story either. It's a mess. Everything is a complete mess. Whatever, I'll have to go to find out. Just like that, the young man ran off without delay, not noticing that Chu Yue was still hiding behind the bushes, secretly watching. Senior brother Wei Wei always thought this chin was the most important thing to me, until one day I saw the entire future appear in my mind. That's when Wei Wei was startled into realization. It turns out, the most important thing to me is only you, senior brother. The reason Wei Wei intentionally broke the kin string was just to get senior brother away from this bad place. Senior brother, did you know, according to the memories of the heavenly Tao, that demon Ye Chen will come knocking tomorrow. If we can't escape, then we have to strike first to gain the upper hand. Tomorrow, I absolutely cannot let senior brother be ruined and disgraced by that Ye Chen. The scene shifts to the peak of Shenluan Peak Tianvi Cliff. The main character stands with his hands clasped in a bow. Disciple greets master. The hall door remained silent with no movement at all. Lin Xiao thought to himself, is this the calm before the storm? What's so important that I have to be summoned in the middle of the night? Could it be? No way does she know that I was the one who stole the stocking. After letting the main character's mind wander to inappropriate thoughts for a while, finally, a laugh and a strong smell of alcohol came from within the great hall. Ha. Good disciple, you're here? Come in quickly. What are you standing there stunned for? What's wrong? You won't even listen to your master's words. Get in here now, your master is not happy. Stupid disciple. Lin Xiao's face darkened. Damn, a 200-year-old woman acting cute. But her mood doesn't seem too bad. The matter of me stealing her silk stocking probably hasn't been exposed right. After reassuring himself for a moment, the young man pushed the door open and walked in. Disciple greets master. What caught his eye now was Xiao Hongling sitting in an extremely alluring posture, her face flushed as she held a wine cup. Master hasn't visited you in a while. Come here quickly so master can take a look at you. Just like that. Before Lin Xiao could understand what was happening, he was pulled over by her. Damn it, is this alcoholic having another fit of madness? Xiao Hongling looked at Lin Xiao with a very proper expression. She slowly placed a finger on him and gently stroked downwards. The young man's face was now as red as blood pudding, and he was snorting like a bull. My dear master, please don't touch any lower. If you keep touching, we won't even have to wait until tomorrow to be face-slapped by Ye Chen. Our master-disciple relationship will be fractured tonight. Just a few seconds later, Xiao Hongling finally restrained her desires and spoke. It's been 3 months since we last met, and you've already broken through to the foundation establishment stage. Not only that, your foundation and your spirit root have also undergone a transformation. As expected, nothing can be hidden from the #1 fairy of this cultivation world. Disciple obtained an immortal fate, but I beg for master's forgiveness. Disciple cannot reveal the identity of that expert. Something like that happened. If that's really the case, it's actually quite reasonable. After all, you are my Xiao Hongling's disciple. Being favored by the heavenly Tao's luck is also natural. Haha, master is absolutely right. Good, while she's drunk and her IQ is low, I'll trick my way through this conversation. That's right, you've met the Prince of Beichuan Ye Chen, haven't you? The words that just came out startled Lin Xiao. Forget it. Let's not talk about that hateful name anymore. The main character was surprised. Why does she know Ye Chen earlier? Could it be that she has also changed? Before Lin Xiao could react, Xiao Hongling moved in close, putting on a provocative look and whispering, "Good disciple, let's do something fun." One surprise after another before Lin Xiao could do anything, his hand was gripped tightly by Xiao Hongling, his eyes wide open. He thought they were really going to do something fun, but unexpectedly his consciousness slowly sank into a very surreal space. When he opened his eyes again, his entire body had been transported to the peak of Tianv Cliff. "Disciple, quickly have a sword fight with your master." Hearing the words sword fight, Lin Xiao's face went blank as if he had just been bamboozled. "Sword fight, holy cow, you're at the peak of the nascent soul stage. Half step to the spirit transformation stage, the top figure closest to the ancient sword Dao of the Qinglan sect. How am I supposed to have a sword fight with you?" Without hesitation, he shouted to the sky, "Master, I refuse." But he wasn't allowed to decide for himself. From the sky above, a sword appeared out of nowhere, radiating an incredibly powerful aura. Lin Xiao exclaimed in awe, the endless terrifying sword pressure. This is controlling a sword art divine ability based solely on a vast and pure sword intent. It's the most direct and simple, and also the most domineering. Damn it. Does this woman want to use this torrent of sword intent to swallow me alive and nurture her sword spirit? I, the villain Lin Xiao, if I am to die in this life, I can only die by the sword in my own hand. Immediately, Lin Xiao gathered power in his hand, raised it to the sky and shouted 2 words, "Sword come." After his shout, a powerful sword gradually materialized from the air. The aura it radiated was no less powerful than the sword in the sky. Xiantian Realm Natal Spirit Sword, Yunmeng Zhe. "Good disciple, you've been on the mountain for so long, this is the first time your master has seen you wield a sword so seriously. The scale of your sword chi is decent, although it's a bit weak, it can be considered that you have a bright future." She smiled. "Forget it. Today your master will enlighten you a bit." Following that were powerful lightning strikes. She even had time to ask the main character, "Disciple, can you keep up with your master's speed?" Lin Xiao thought to himself as he dodged. This woman, does she really want to kill me? One by one they all want me dead. Is it easy for a villain like me who struggles to follow the plot? Damn it. I don't have to be this villain. Lin Xiao had now consciously given up. His body, completely drained of strength, let itself drift with the stream of lightning. Am I dead? It wasn't that easy. Feeling that something was wrong, Lin Xiao opened his eyes again. An energy field had enveloped him at some point, blocking those powerful sword key attacks. This is space-time condensation, a sword key domain. Good disciple, watch carefully. This move is sword intent infusion, oral ruler, sword immortal. Around Lin Xiao, dozens of lotuses suddenly appeared, emitting a warm, brilliant golden light. He calmed down and began to close his eyes and enjoy it. It wasn't long before Xiao Hongling had moved close to him. Shower, endure it for a moment. Master is about to enter. Lin Xiao blushed in surprise. Wait a minute, where do you want to enter? Before he could do anything, a sharp pain suddenly shot up from below. When he slowly opened his eyes, the guy was utterly shocked when his master didn't insert what he thought she would, but instead inserted her sword into him. Holy cow, is the villain getting his bento box first? Before closing his eyes and letting go, the guy only heard the words of his master with her serious expression. What son of heaven's mandate, what Lun Hui Su Ming reincarnation's fate, all of it get lost. My Xiao Hongling's disciple is ferocious for a lifetime, walking alone through the starry sky, weaker than no one. Master. Master. At the same time, on Ye Chen's side, Shilao. What matter is troubling me? At this moment, Shilao seemed to have sensed something very serious and frowned. Little friend, something bad has happened. Just now, I used the heavenly secret chopsticks to perform a divination, and I could feel that more than half of the fortune on Qinglan Mountain that belongs to you has disappeared. How could this be? Fortune absolutely cannot disappear without a reason like this, so it must have been snatched away by someone else. After hearing this, Ye Chen couldn't help but feel bitter. It has always been this prince who snatched others' fortunes. How can I tolerate someone else ruining my luck? I absolutely will not allow such a heaven-defying existence in the Qinglan sect. Little friend, you can't go to this Qinglan Mountain. Since you stepped in there yesterday, the heavenly secret chopsticks have changed. Something is very wrong with all of this. Shilao, you know me. If others do not offend me, I will not offend them. If others offend me, I will definitely kill. For yesterday's enmity, this prince must repay it tenfold. Tomorrow, when I go up the mountain, I will kill him. On the side of Lin Xiao's 3 junior martial sisters, they had all begun to act. In this life, I absolutely cannot let the tragedy happen again. Ye Chen, this person must die. In the memories of the heavenly Dao, the 3 of them saw the Qinglan sect being attacked by the demon sect, burned to ashes. Ha 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 ha, Ye Chen is still at the Qinglan sect. This is a great opportunity heaven has given our demon sect. Not a single soul will be left alive. Raise everything to the ground. Disciples of the Qinglan sect, hear my command to protect our homeland, fight to the death. Following the shouts of the leaders on both sides, the demon clan and the disciples all rushed to slaughter each other. Blood flowed like rivers everywhere, and countless thousands were injured and killed. All the disciples subsequently perished one after another, leaving only the 4 of them with Xiao Hongling huddled in a corner. How could this be the headmaster, the martial uncles? They're all... Surrounding the 4 weak girls were hordes of ferocious demons waiting and ready to pounce and tear them to shreds at any moment. The Lu Yingying in that memory now cried miserably. Where did Ye Chen go? Why hasn't he come to save us? 4th junior sister, don't worry, Ye Chen will definitely come. That's right. We've faced so many dangers before, and he always appeared in time. Only Xiao Hongling, still clear-headed, spoke up. He won't be coming. Ye Chen has gone traveling in the southern region of the central continent. Right now, he's probably having a romantic affair with the holy maiden of the Nanzhao kingdom. Hearing those words, Chu Yue and Guo Yurong were now aghast as they saw the true face of things. How could this be? The demon sect's disaster was clearly brought on by him. How could he abandon us? Xiao Hongling shouted loudly. Everyone get up. Even if the Qinglan sect only has the 4 of us left, we must fight to the death, die on our feet. Hey, how could old ox let such a great beauty die? You all obediently listen to me, old ox. In that precarious situation, a voice from the distance suddenly shouted, stop, accompanied by 2 figures approaching. It was none other than Ye Chen and the princess he had just won over, following the classic trope of the main character, appearing at the most difficult moment. Lu Yingying was overjoyed and excited. It's senior sister Zhu of Fengming Peak and Ye Chen. He's finally here. Twin swords, join forces mountain, protecting grand formation. The leading demon cultivator was easily overwhelmed by Ye Chen's aura and power, and was blown away. Ye Chen, you've ruined my good plans many times. I will absolutely not forgive you. Just like that, the battle was resolved by Ye Chen, but now the once beautiful Qinglan sect was engulfed in a sea of fire. Everywhere was smoke dust and dead bodies. Lu Yingying collapsed to the ground, completely drained of strength. Seeing Ye Chen approach, she just looked at him with eyes full of resentment. It seemed that in the moment she understood ever since they had all blindly followed him. They had forgotten the presence of Lin Xiao, who had stood behind them trying his best to advise them. When Lin Xiao died, it was the first step that led to this terrible tragedy. Ye Chen still stood there, still wearing the expression that he was the one who had rendered meritorious service. I am the hero who saved everyone. He extended his hand towards Lu Yingying and said, I'm late. It's good that you are all okay. In response to those words, Lu Yingying remained silent and pensive. If they were okay, then what about the sect? All the elders and disciples had died unjustly because of him, and yet now he said such an irresponsible thing. Seeing that Xiao Ying didn't answer, Ye Chen was a little surprised. Things have come to this, and that's all you can say, Yingying. What's wrong with you? Wei Wronger, why are you looking at me like that? Xiao Hongling from behind could no longer stand his hypocritical face and blurted out, you obtained the Qinglan Dharma sword and cultivated the twin swords. Join forces with Zhu Yuning of Fengming. Peak wanting to appear at the crucial moment, activate the mountain protecting formation to repel the demon sect. Why is the timing so miraculous? Questioned Ye Chen had no excuse left and could only remain silent. Ye Chen, oh Ye Chen, who on earth are you? Why do all the friends or relatives connected to you meet with bad ends? In the end, only you benefit becoming famous throughout the world. It's always you. Master, what are you talking about? Your disciple doesn't understand. I know you are heartbroken, but the most important thing now is to continue pursuing the demon sect to avenge the dead elders and disciples of the Qinglan sect. Xiao Hongling didn't waste words with him and directly drew her sword, holding it to Ye Chen's neck. Bullshit! You are the biggest enemy of the Qinglan sect. I must kill you. Just as she was about to rush forward and finish him off unexpectedly, a bolt of lightning struck down from the sky, hitting Xiao Hongling mercilessly. The sword fell from her hand, and her whole body collapsed in pain. Ye Chen, with an unrepentant expression, slowly approached. Master, I Ye Chen am the chosen one of heaven, protected by the heavenly Tao. Why can't you see this and want to become my enemy? My younger sister Ye Xuani has already led 100,000 Beichuan green cavalry to the foot of Qinglan Mountain. With just one command from me, I can capture the entire demon sect in one fell swoop. Come back to my side and let's avenge Qinglan Mountain together. As he spoke, he slowly extended his hand towards the 4 of them, just when everyone was being seduced by his sweet words. Suddenly a strange voice echoed in everyone's mind. Do you want to do it all over again? In an instant, old memories suddenly flooded back from the times Lin Xiao tried to protect them only to get beaten up. How much he sacrificed without any reward in return, all of it appeared before each person's eyes in that moment. This is Xiaoer. Senior brother and Ye Chen confronted each other because he had long since exposed his true face. It was me. It was me who caused senior brother's death. So that incident from our childhood was senior brother's doing. I have misunderstood senior brother all this time. While everyone had implicitly understood the whole truth, that voice continued to sound. Hand over your memories to me, and I will return you to your past selves. Whether you can change your destiny or not will depend on this time. Streams of light then shot out, flying straight towards the Qinglan sect. Each stream of light slowly flew and entered each person's forehead. If it weren't for those memories, how could I know the future? If it weren't for those memories, how could I see the past so clearly? After that stream of flashbacks ended, returning to reality, the young Ye Chen and his demonic beast, knowing nothing, were deep in a sound sleep. From the bushes outside the inn, a pair of gleaming eyes suddenly appeared. Lu Yingying and her demonic beast watched stealthily. Kitten, now is the time. Use your sharp claws to tear that scum into true scum for me. Just as the kitten pounced, it seemed to sense something and turned its head back. Two powerful tornadoes had appeared from behind at some point. Xiao Ying shouted in panic, "Kitten, be careful." With a boom, an explosion erupted, brightly illuminating the quiet night sky. Ye Chen inside the inn sensed something, but thought it was just thunder. He didn't pay much attention and continued to turn back inside to sleep. Shi Lao was different. He was more sensitive and spoke up to warn little friend, "Wake up quickly, there's an enemy." As soon as the words were spoken, Ye Chen's eyes flew open in surprise, his hand gripping his sword as he woke up. He stood imposingly on the roof of the inn and spoke, "What happened? Why is there nothing? Shi Lao, have you gone senile and misheard?" This old man absolutely could not have misheard. This old man clearly sensed three extremely strong hostile intentions locked onto the little friend's room in this inn. Qinglin Mountain is indeed strange. Shi Lao, is it that you don't want me to go to Qinglin Mountain, so you're intentionally scaring me? Is that right, little friend? Why are you looking at me like that? Am I that kind of person? See, there's thunder. I told you it was thunder just now. You misheard. All right. Tomorrow is the disciple recruitment ceremony of the Qinglan sect. I need to sleep early to have enough energy. Shi Lao, you should be quiet for a bit too. If there's nothing, don't bother me. After saying that, he turned his back and went inside. It turned out those clashing attacks belonged to none other than Guo Yurong and Chu Yue. It seemed all three wanted to eliminate Ye Chen before the disciple recruitment ceremony tomorrow. What happened? A full-power sword strike, yet my sword body disappeared without a trace. Why didn't my kin sound attack Ye Chen? I clearly aimed it correctly. I must try again. The young Ye Chen had now gone to bed and lamented. The bed in this inn is really hard. My back hurts. Just then Shi Lao had another notification from his senses. Little friend, be careful behind you. By the time the dazed Ye Chen turned around, all he saw was a bolt of lightning streaking across the sky. The young man was like, "Damn it, I've put up with you for too long." Shi Lao, have you heard the story of the boy who cried wolf? There really was something just now. If this old man is lying, may I be struck by 5 bolts of lightning. And strangely enough, the heavens seemed to understand and struck exactly 5 times. Ha ha ha, you old geezer. You can eat the wrong food, but you can't say the wrong things. You're just a wisp of a soul, and you still get struck by heavenly lightning. I can't save you either. Let's go to sleep. All three of them, failing in their plan, punched a tree in frustration. Hateful. Ye Chen, just as the memories said, has the protection of the heavenly Tao. It seems I can only wait for him to join the sect and find an opportunity to kill him. Tomorrow, I won't fail again. Speaking of the disciple recruitment day, the memories of the heavenly Tao began to flood back. At that time, the main character was easily defeated by Ye Chen and was found to have stolen his master's stocking. Ye Chen mercilessly humiliated him right on the martial arts stage. As the head disciple of Shenluan Peak, he committed such a vile act of betraying his master. Lin Xiao was just momentarily foolish. Give him another chance, I believe he will change. A continuous barrage of harsh scolding from everyone was directed at Lin Xiao at that time. Due to shame and humiliation, he waited until night, sneaked into Xiao Hongling's room, and stole something while she was sound asleep. The next morning, while Ye Chen wasn't paying attention, Lin Xiao directly used the newly stolen magic treasure, intending to kill Ye Chen to vent his anger. Unexpectedly, things didn't work out, and he was locked in a dark cave. Senior brother, how could you steal Master's forbidden magic treasure, the Yutian Heilian, absolute heaven, Black Lotus? You even wanted to use it to harm junior brother Ye Chen. Luckily, junior brother Ye is highly skilled and escaped death. Otherwise, waiting for your activation, it wouldn't be as simple as just facing the wall to reflect. Lin Xiao's face was mournful, as if he had many things to say, but couldn't put them into words. He just stammered, "Where is Master? Master is completely disappointed in you. Right now, she is infusing her sword intent into Ye Chen to compensate for your offense against Ye Chen today." Hearing this, Lin Xiao couldn't hold back anymore and rushed to stop them. You can't be with Ye Chen." Before he could react, Guo Yurong didn't hesitate and directly kicked him away, cursing, "Get lost. You are not to be disrespectful to your junior sister. As the head disciple of Shenluan Peak, you have repeatedly done such vile things. The reputation of Shenluan Peak has been ruined by you. If you still have any feelings for Shenluan Peak, then commit suicide here. Don't tarnish the reputation of Shenluan Peak any further." After speaking, Guo Yurong left a dagger and led Chu Yue away. Lin Xiao picked up the knife and pondered for a moment. It seemed he was enduring a lot of grievances that he couldn't express. Before preparing to do something foolish, Lin Xiao laughed a few times and uttered 3 words, "I'm tired." After that, there was no after. At that moment, he directly used the knife to end his life as a villain. The flashback ended as the scene shifted back to reality. Lin Xiao suddenly woke up, opening his eyes on a pair of smooth white thighs. Such a long dream. This dream was too real. It seems to be my own memory. Before he could think any further, a voice interrupted. "You're awake," Lin Xiao calmly observed. In front of him now was Xiao Hongling, with a beautiful face holding a wine cup in an extremely alluring manner. But suddenly the guy felt something was a bit off. He couldn't help but glance to the side where it just smelled fragrant and felt smooth. "It's clear your master has infused you with sword intent, yet you, on the other hand, are not just a little tired." After saying that, she directly drained the wine cup in her hand. "Here, have a drink. Congratulations on obtaining the formless sword body that your master has gifted you." Hearing the 4 words, formless sword body, made Lin Xiao couldn't help but be surprised. His sword Dao realm had skyrocketed. Looking at the entire Shenluan peak. I'm afraid even a sword fanatic like your second junior sister can't compare. From now on, your title of senior brother can be considered well-deserved. System open the control panel. Name Lin Xiao age, 22 cultivation mid-Xiantian. Stage physique, formless sword body, minor accomplishment, explanation, formless and featureless. A person with this physique will have world-class comprehension of the sword Dao. When executing sword art divine abilities, a single thought becomes law able to use sword intent to control, instead of true essence. When cultivated to great perfection, it can fuse all the laws of the sword Dao in the world. These laws include space-time, cause and effect, and reincarnation. Lin Xiao thought to himself, according to the original story's setup, all inner disciples of the Qinglan sect who pass the sword Dao test can go to the tomb underground, put their own sword intent into the crucible, and create their own natal spirit sword. And each spirit sword will upgrade according to the sword Dao realm of the wielder, with a probability of hatching the strongest sword spirit. Like the ice sword spirit of second junior sister Guo Yurong, the Qin heart sword spirit of third junior sister Chu Yue, and the natal spirit sword of Xiao Hongling, the Qingluan sword is extremely special. The wielder can use this sword as a medium to infuse their own sword intent into another person. The person receiving the infusion must be male. In the original story, the male lead Ye Chen was able to kill his way back to the imperial capital and slay his enemies with a saber only because he obtained Xiao Hongling's sword intent and awakened the formless sword body. Is it really the formless sword body? I'm afraid this plot point has completely collapsed. The main character's great fortune was snatched by me first. Damn, what's there left to play? Now I'm worried that at the disciple recruitment ceremony tomorrow, I won't be able to control my strength and will kill Ye Chen with a single sword strike. Seeing him silent, Xiao Hongling spoke up and asked Brat, "What are you thinking about? Your master offered you wine. Why aren't you drinking?" "Master, you just used this wine cup. If this disciple drinks directly from it, I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate." The master blushed and repeated, "Not appropriate, tisk tisk." "Then is it appropriate for you to be lying on your master's lap right now?" Hearing that Lin Xiao hurriedly stood up and apologized, this disciple was rude. Seeing his appearance, Xiao Hongling couldn't hold back and burst out laughing. "Your master will ask you an important question, and you must answer honestly. Please ask master. This disciple will speak the truth." Waiting only for that, Xiao Hongling gently swept her hair back. She slowly pressed her 2 pinkish-white breasts against Lin Xiao and whispered, "Your master, is she beautiful?" Unexpectedly, that question, as soon as it was uttered, made Lin Xiao freeze. "Master, have you been possessed? Why would you ask a question like a young maiden? Master is very beautiful, but to this disciple, your beauty is like the moon in the sky, noble and cold. This disciple can only dare to look up at you for his entire life, like a goddess." After hearing this, Xiao Hongling puffed her cheeks and turned away. Speaking so formally, not a single bit of care. I won't ask any more. The images of the 3 junior sisters have already collapsed. If this beautiful master also goes off track, wouldn't it be disastrous? Then I'll ask you again. Tonight, your master summoned you, not only to help you upgrade your sword intent, but there is indeed another matter. You must agree. Please, speak, master. This disciple will definitely obey. You are the head disciple of my Shenluan peak. If someone provokes you or if you get dragged into a conflict, you must... As she said this, her fair and beautiful face showed a hint of shyness. If you already see your master as the unreachable moon high in the sky, then why did you steal my silk stocking? Why? As soon as the words were spoken, the surrounding atmosphere fell silent. Only the sound of the whistling wind could be heard. After asking, her face turned as red as a tomato. Very quickly, Xiao Hongling put on a nonchalant appearance, laughing and talking to dispel the atmosphere. Your master was just joking with you. You know that your master after drinking has a boisterous personality and has no inhibitions, ha 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 ha. 1 second she was like that, but the next, her expression darkened, looking extremely terrifying. Kill this person. Chapter 1. Inside a dense forest somewhere. Next to a gently flowing stream, Lin Xiao was doing something shady, sitting there laughing to himself. Ka ka ka. He took out a pouch of blue powder, and while pouring it into the water, he muttered, "After waiting so long, this day has finally come. The fun is about to begin." At the same time, not far away, a young man with a small beast was staring intently at the mountain in front of him. Is this the Qinglan mountain, Shilao? Is my destiny really located right here? In response to his question, a voice suddenly emerged from the ring. What I have predicted cannot be wrong. Your important destiny lies on this mountain. From that ring, the hazy figure of an old man appeared, stroking his beard. Isn't the Qinglan sect recruiting disciples? You will know when you get there. It truly makes one look forward to it. This water looks quite clear. I'm thirsty, so I can have a sip. As he was about to lower his head for a drink, the beast next to Ye Chen suddenly cried out, making him wonder, "Xiao Diao, what's wrong?" It turned out that up in the sky, a lion-hawk beast or some kind of winged dog was trying its best to provoke his Xiao Diao. Before Ye Chen could react, the hot-tempered Xiao Diao directly charged up to fight the dog, ignoring Ye Chen's attempts to stop it.